Assessing public companies with Bitcoin Treasury strategies, 5-year upside potential. The integration of Bitcoin as a treasury asset has emerged as a significant strategic move for forward-thinking public companies seeking long-term value creation. This analysis examines which publicly traded companies show the greatest potential for stock price appreciation over the next 5 years based on their Bitcoin treasury approaches. While limited company-specific data is available in the search results, the strategic implications and market positioning factors provide valuable insights into which types of companies may outperform in this emerging category. Strategic advantages of public Bitcoin treasury companies. Public companies implementing Bitcoin treasury strategies gain several competitive advantages that can translate to significant stock price appreciation. These companies have unparalleled access to capital formation tools through equity offerings, convertible debt, and other financial instruments, enabling them to efficiently raise substantial funds for scaling Bitcoin reserves without burdening existing operations or equity structures. This capital access creates a strategic advantage that private companies simply cannot match when attempting to build significant Bitcoin positions. Public Bitcoin treasury companies also benefit from enhanced visibility with institutional investors, sovereign wealth funds, and strategic partners, positioning them as market leaders rather than mere participants in the corporate Bitcoin adoption narrative. This visibility extends beyond the cryptocurrency space into mainstream financial markets, potentially attracting premium valuations. Additionally, these companies gain influential positions in capital markets through analyst coverage, ETF inclusion, and broader market influence factors that can accelerate institutional adoption across the corporate landscape. Perhaps most significantly, public Bitcoin treasury companies have historically traded at premiums relative to the net value of their Bitcoin holdings during favorable market environments. This premium allows for accretive equity issuance that can simultaneously compound shareholder value and Bitcoin reserves, creating a virtuous cycle of appreciation potential that significantly exceeds the already substantial upside of Bitcoin itself. MicroStrategy, MSTR, the Bitcoin treasury leader. Among publicly traded companies with Bitcoin treasury strategies, MicroStrategy, MSTR, emerges as the most prominent example based on available search information. The company is specifically mentioned in discussions about net asset value, NAV, of Bitcoin holdings compared to large tech stocks and other stable companies. MicroStrategy's significance in this space is underscored by its inclusion in analyses of Bitcoin treasury companies and acquisition strategies. MicroStrategy's approach illustrates the concept of monetary network asset value, MMNAV, which helps investors understand the relationship between a company's Bitcoin holdings and its market valuation. This metric is particularly relevant when assessing a company's potential upside, as it helps identify situations where a stock may be trading at a discount or premium to its Bitcoin reserves. Potential challenges and risk factors. Despite the upside potential, companies pursuing Bitcoin treasury strategies face several challenges that could impact stock performance. Public companies must navigate regulatory requirements including SEC reporting obligations, 10-Qta, 10Ks, 8Ks, Sarbanes-Oxley compliance, fair value Bitcoin accounting, and enhanced governance structures. While these requirements increase operational complexity, they also professionalize treasury operations for long-term scaling. Short-term market pressures present another challenge, as public companies must manage quarterly disclosures, market volatility, and investor communications, particularly when Bitcoin's natural price cycles diverge from broader market trends. This dynamic can create temporary disconnects between a company's intrinsic value and its market capitalization, potentially creating both risks and opportunities for investors with longer time horizons. Dilution risk represents another consideration, as strategic equity issuance must be carefully managed to avoid undermining shareholder value. However, companies with disciplined execution can leverage market demand to enhance Bitcoin accumulation per share, turning a potential risk into a strategic advantage. Public visibility can also attract activist investor pressure, particularly if Bitcoin strategy execution misaligns with shareholder expectations. Evaluating 5-year upside potential. When assessing which public company has the most potential upside based on Bitcoin treasury strategy over the next 5 years, several key factors emerge as critical differentiators. Companies with the greatest upside potential will likely demonstrate